I wish I could explain to somebody what it's like to walk down that tunnel, knowing that your guys are in Omaha, knowing the experience that they're going to have, the thrill they're going to have when they cross the white lines there and play the game and play for, you know, College World Series championship, because it only gets better. You know, when you get to this point in the season, the hay's in the barn. Now it's time to play. We've practiced, we've talked, meetings, tape. We've done everything. Players got to play, and they got to enjoy playing, and they got to play at a very, very high level of inspiration, and they will.
Well, you know, I wish every college baseball player could experience. It's unlike anything, you know, you'll ever do. Just the environment, the crowd, the competition. It's all off the charts.
Coach Casey, it's great to be with you back in this stage again. It's among the joys of my life, my family's life, the experiences here through the years, and it's another wonderful opportunity for the Oregon State family, your family. It's just, people say, does it get old? Absolutely not, it doesn't.
Certainly will leave, even with all of the high moments. A very bitter feeling for the Beavs if they're not able to find a way back. A ground ball slowly up the middle, fielded by Cole Freeman. Steps on second, and the ball game is over. For the first and only time all season, the Beavers lose 2 games in a row, but it's enough to end their remarkable 2017 season. LSU 6 and the Beavers 1.
People ask me, when did you ever get over like the loss at the end of the last season? For me, I don't know if I'll ever get over it, but that very next day I set my sights on the next year, and I knew I was locked in on next year's team, and I couldn't wait to get back to Corvallis and get back to practice. And
a bitter defeat and an incredible season for the Oregon State Beavers.
We're driven to really finish it off this time. We've done a really good job in the fall of really relaying to the new guys, like, hey, you know, last year was crazy, let's do it again, but let's finish it this year. So
the season in review, wow, where do we begin? Well, we all know the amazing numbers from a year ago. 56-6, 49-4 in the regular season, 27-3 in Pac-12 conference play. But now they want to finish with a return trip to the College World Series and hopefully a title. Adley Rutschman, the hero again.
The turning point was in September when we came out in fall and decided that they wanted to be great, and that good wasn't enough.
That one's fisted into right field. It's a base hit heading down the line. Anderson scores. Fastball got him looking. Ground ball toward the whole right side, past LaFord, it's a base hit. Grenier scores, Rutschman being waved up. It's cut off by Cardenas. He scores. 0-2 from Dylan Pierce. Got him. Beavs bend, but they don't break. Going back on the ball is Larnach on the track at the fence, jumps and caught it. What a play by Trevor Larnach to end the game.
You know, as the year goes on, we're just looking to put together good games with, you know, pitching, hitting, and defense. When all that comes together, you know, I think we're definitely a tough team to beat.
Luke delivers, swung on and missed, strike 3. 1-1 pitch, a ground ball into left field, base hit. Malone scores, Zach Zaleski right behind him to score. Yep, ground ball slowly to Grenier, shovels to Armstrong for 1, to first for the double play. The runner goes, fastball swung on and missed, a throw from Adley on cue. The runners go, the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. The 1-0 pitch, a line drive to center field, base hit. Grenier rounding third, on his way to the plate, he will score! Trying to send it to the 11th. Rutschman, a line drive to center field, coming up and letting the ball go by the center field of Chris Larzik. The ball is rolling all the way to the base of the fence. Adley Rutschman gets to third. He's being waved off, trying to win it here. The throw to the plate, not in time! Rutschman scores and the Beavers win!
Rutsch got the inside the park home run against Nevada to walk off. I don't know if that'll ever happen again. It's really conceivable that he hits 20 home runs next year. I just don't think the guy will ever quit working and will ever quit trying to be better.
What's going on? That one's crushed into left center field to the deepest part of the ballpark, and it's off the base of the wall. The relay. Now Michael Gretler unloaded on that baseball. Inside corner.
And Oregon State victorious. They are 24-4 game territory.
Look at no help from the Wildcat bench.
Armstrong swings at a fly ball left field. Back, it's in the bullpen and a home run.
As toward the right side through, it's a base hit. One hop to the plate, not in time on the backdoor slide. 2-0 Oregon State. And he got him. And he is Oregon State's all-time career record holder. 300 strikeouts. 2-2. And he got him. Tying run now, and he got him. A strikeout for Jake Mulholland to end it. He picks up his only one base this year. There's one driven into deep right center field, away back, and it is gone. A 3-run home run toward the left side. Diving stop over there by Armstrong, throws to first, picked out by Gretler. Tyler Malone has homered 4 consecutive games. He swings and belts one to deep right field, away back, and gone. Tyler Malone homers in a 5th consecutive game.
Caden Grenier with a safety squeeze on, gets it down, up along first. Here comes Gretler to score, and everybody saves. The pitch to Gretler, a line drive, base hit to center field. The throw from Canning is cut off.
Without being hit by a pitch, and that's a drive into left center field. It's a long run for Williams and DeLuca, and that ball hits the base of the fence. 0. Back past the mound, past second, into center, a base hit. Quan waved home by Andy Jenkins. Throw coming in from Robinson. It is cut off by Daniel. Hit in 4 straight. He strokes one toward the alley in left center field. That'll get past Robinson all the way out to the fence. Larnach scores. Rutschman around third. He's hoofing it home. He'll score. It's a 2-run double for Michael Gretler.
I think he was probably throwing a little bit too much between starts. I didn't think he had a lot.
On March the 24th. Fastball, he got it. His 9th strikeout tonight. And here it comes. It's a fastball, got him looking. Got him. Brant. Fastball, got him. A new career high in strikeouts for Luke Heimlich. 14 Ks. There's a ground ball, base hit right field, past the drawn-in infield. Runner goes, pitch stroke toward the alley in left center. It's over the fence. A 2-run home run for Trevor Larnach.
Strikeout number 11.
Have some protection for the pitcher.
That is smokes. Michael Gretler down the right field line, in for a hit.
Swing and a tip into the mid. Heimlich strikes out the side and just became the single-season Oregon State record holder for strikeouts. Right, and a base hit for Malone.
Yeah, in the 9-hole.
There's a ground ball to short. Charging Grenier to Madrigal. The turn. Ball game. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Stronach strikes out in a 1-2-3-8. Emerald. Strike 3 called. A sharp breaking ball from Kevin Abel. Yeah. Ripped to left. Kyle Novak. A 3-run shot, his 4th of the year. The Beavers have broken it open here in the home half of the 6th inning.
Anticipated showdown between 2 blue blood programs of the modern era. The 2 teams, in fact, to underscore that, last met at TD Ameritrade in Omaha last June. The outcome painfully familiar to Beaver Nation, but the 2 losses ended Oregon State's remarkable run at 56-6. Oregon State, quote, a force of nature, unquote, runs into LSU. That was his lead-in to the Beavers and Tigers' first meeting in Omaha last year.
No score. The 3-1 pitch. Rutschman drives into the alley in right center field. It'll get down for a base hit. Madrigal scores. Trevor Larnach will score. Adley into second with a stand-up double. The Beavers lead it 2-0. The 1-2 pitch to Daniel Cabrera, a topper, back to Heimlich. He goes to Rutschman for 1 to first, in time! Double play! Luke Heimlich gets out of a bases loaded, nobody out jammed. Air caught by Heimlich, throws to second, double play! The inning is over! Rutschman a drive to center, Zach Watson going back, still going back to the track, to the fence, the ball is off the top of the fence. In comes Caden Grenier to score. The Beavers lead it 6-0. 3-2 pitch is lined towards right center. Kwan in a hurry, dives, rolls over, stays with it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Third, Rutschman in second. Strike one pitch. Rettler a ground ball to the goes between the third baseman and shortstop. In to score is Larnach. Rutschman will stop at second. And the Beavers lead it 7-0. And the ball game is over. The Beavers defeat LSU 14-1 and take over the catbird seat. Will sit in it until tomorrow night, 6:04, when the Beavers will try to win the Corvallis Regional against either LSU or Northwestern State. Montano turns, comes 3-2. Kwan, a drive to deep right field. Duplantis back to the track, to the fence. So long! Kwan is long gone. The Beavers lead it 1-0. Another changeup on the 2-2 pitch. The 1-0 pitch. Rettler a line drive, base hit to right field. Larnach trots home. Rutschman into second. Beavers lead it 2-0. Back goes Cabrera on its way. So long! Grenier hits it out. The Beavers lead it 6-0. Goes back to the track, to the fence, makes the catch, crashes into the fence. He's okay. Abel comes back to the plate. 2-2 curveball in. Velocity now. 2-2 changeup. 2 outs, nobody on. Abel delivers. Fastball swung on, foul tip. Another great inning for the young freshman right-hander from San Diego, Kevin Abel. The Beavers outscore LSU 26-1 and win the Corvallis Regional in whopping fashion and will host Minnesota next weekend in the Super Regional.
Obviously, when you beat LSU 26-1, what they had just done in the SEC tournament, in fact, we played well. We obviously pitched really well at the front of the game, swung the bats pretty good, but the defense was once again outstanding. So, we combined all three phases of the game, and that got us to the Super Regional.
And Minnesota, game one of the Super Regional. And they got here by virtue of a sweep in the Corvallis Regional. The gritty, gutty pitching of Luke Heimlich, the excellence of Bryce Fimmel.
2 to Ben Mazenga. Heimlich's payoff pitch. Fastball taken. Strike 3 called. Strike 1 pitch to Trevor. Hit high and deep to left center field. Boxwell goes back to the track, to the fence. So long! 2-run homer for Trevor Larnach. The Beavers lead it 2-0. Season 31 last year. The 2-2 pitch to Rutschman hit high in the air to left center. Back goes Boxwell to the track, to the fence. So long again! Adley Rutschman hits it out. Back-to-back jacks for the Beavers, and they lead Minnesota 3-0. Larnach on the run and backhands it to end the inning. Rettler goes to Madrigal for 1, to first for the around the horn double.
And the fans are on their feet for Luke Heimlich. One more time, Luke will come off.
Takes his cap off and waves to the crowd.
Way to get the first one. Great job. Don't ever walk off that field feeling like you left something out there. Because we ain't going out there very many times together. We talked about that before the game. Do not come off that field and feel like you didn't leave everything that you got there. And we did. Let's not take anything for granted. Not one pitch, not one at bat, not one play. Stay with it, okay? You're one game from getting to where our next step is. We ain't gonna worry about that until we do this, but that's a great way to start.
Rocks, kicks, delivers 2-2. Fastball in there. Spurs 1, Minnesota nothing. Gets it down, up along first. A good bunt. They let roll, and everybody's safe. Stephen Kwan, who's 0 for 2. Quan, a line drive, base hit to center field. Kyle Novak rounding third, on his way to the plate. He will score. Stephen Quan with a clutch single to center, and the Beavers pull even at 2. Chamberlain out of the stretch, delivers 3-2. Fastball, swung on and missed. Strike 3 to retire the side.
Hit well, base hit. Keep an eye on Larnach. Kozuki fields it in right. He'll spin and throw it to the infield. A run scores. We're tied up.
Is 3-3 tie. Delivers 1-2. A line drive, base hit to center field. In comes Quan. Grenier will score. Adley Clutchman comes through. The Beavers lead at 5-3. With Jake Mulholland looking for the save and the return to Omaha. The 2-2 pitch taken. Strike 3 called. The Beavers win the Super Regional. They're heading back to Omaha. Mulholland strikes out the side. The Beavers win it 6-3. But look at the scene down below, Jim. What a special group of men in a remarkable 2-year run. The Beavers sweep the Corvallis Regional, sweep the Super Regional, and are heading back to the College World Series. And a fitting way for this group to be sent off.
I wish everybody could experience that one time in your life. This group of guys, like every group, they're all unique, they're all special. This group's endured a lot of things together. There's a lot of things in their future, and I just want to see them play. I hope they play at a very high level. You know, baseball's a tough game. If you don't play it well, you get beat, and you got to play it well. If we play it well, we got a chance to win. There's so many things surrounding this tournament that need to be enjoyed, because when we do tip it off, and we do go between the white lines, then it's war. You know, then we're ready to go to work. It's a tribute to the character of the guys that are in this program, and how the elite players never surrender. They never give in, and that doesn't start in Omaha. That starts long before they ever get to Omaha. So those things are special to me when you see a team on one, you know, have one mission, one goal, and one purpose.
And they go down to defeat in Game 1 of the 2018 College World Series. North Carolina 8, the Beavers 6. The Beavers will play either Mississippi State or Washington to try to keep their season alive on Monday.
You know, the biggest factor in the game was that we didn't play the game the way we can play it, and it's a game of baseball, and you got to play it better than we played it today if you're going to beat good teams like Carolina.
This is Mike Parker welcoming you to today's elimination game in the NCAA 2018 College World Series between two ancient Pacific Northwest rivals, the Oregon State Beavers and the Washington Huskies. The Beavers are looking forward to playing cleaner and much more characteristic baseball today to try to keep its season alive.
I always tell guys before the season starts, look, it's not whether we're going to have adversity or not, it's how much and when and where it's coming from. It's coming. Distractions and adversity are coming when you play that long and you play that many games. I guarantee it. I just don't know how much, how often, and where it's coming from.
Bryce Bevel hopes to channel his Jonah Nickerson spirit today. It was Jonah that kept the Beavers alive in 2006.
In the right, Christian Jones took a bad route. It's going to get past him. One runner scored, and now Jones runs past it in the corner. Two will come home, and Oregon State is tied it. The pressure has flipped.
Lightning in the area. The weather delay has hit. Fans have been asked to leave their seats and proceed to the concourse area in orderly fashion as directed by event staff. You have the bases loaded. 2 down. The Beavers trailing 5-4, and we're about ready to go.
And he walks in a run. We are tied at 5 after a 4-hour and 29-minute delay. Hammer down the left field line. That one's into the corner. Karam's off the wall short. Madrigal will score. Well hit right center field. Weiss chasing it back. He's at the fence. It is off the railing and gone. Kyle Novak goes yard. A 3-run shot, and Oregon State is rolling. First pitch driven high and deep to right field. Malone puts it into the bleachers. And Oregon State advances in offensive onslaught. 14 runs on 16 hits. Washington's season is over. Oregon State advances. They'll take on the loser of our first game tomorrow from Omaha. Mississippi State, North Carolina, 11 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2.
We felt like the pressure was never on us. For some reason, it was always on them. Even if we were down by 1 run, we just made a decision. We're going to win this game, and that's the way it's been all year long. And until that final out happens, we feel like we're never out of the game, and that's the way Oregon State baseball is. I mean, you got to make the last out against us because we're gonna fight till the end.
Rain comes, we kind of know that there's a possibility of a storm coming, and that's from us.
Fastball, stay low 90s, and that's about it.
Hit pretty well. McGee going back, looking up, and it carried out of here. Caden Grenier, the shortstop, known for his glove, showed his bat. This ball is driven left center field. This one may go as well. Looking up, gone. Adley Rutschman, second home run of the inning. And Oregon State up 2-0. This one is to left. There's nobody there. Ashton McGee's going to have to chase it. Rounding second. Grenier, he's coming in. He's slipping around third, but he is in there with a third run and a double for Trevor Larnach. What a piece of hitting that was.
Daniels delivers. Rutschman a drive to center. Riley goes back. It will carry over his head. And off the top of the fence.
3 runners are coming in. Throw home. We are tied as Adley Rutschman delivers a clutch 1-out double in the 8th. Oregon State 6, North Carolina 6. 3-2.
The 3-2 offering hit high and deep to right. Back goes Roberts to the track, to the fence. So long!
Run shot for Tyler Malone, and they have put the nail in the coffin, it feels like. Second home run at the World Series and a 10-6 lead.
They rallied to defeat North Carolina and will play Mississippi State on Friday.
I think Coach Casey does a great job with us. He instills kind of that that competitiveness and that drive that, from day one, as soon as we step here with this program, it pays off right now, in situations like this.
In today's Bracket 1 game between the Beavers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs, a very homey kind of feeling for the Beavers, who look to call Omaha home for a little bit longer after surviving 2 elimination games to get here.
The strike one pitch grounded into right field. Base hit. Nick Madrigal scores. Caden Grenier will motor to third. The senior righty delivers 0-2. A line drive, base hit into center field. Kyle Novak rounding third. He will score.
And Adley Rutschman. And he sneaks one through the left side. Gretler will be waved home. The throw from Rowdy Jordan.
The 1-0 pitch, a line drive, base hit into left field. Madrigal scores. Caden Grenier will score. A 2-run single to left, and the Beavers lead it 6-1. And there will be a tomorrow for the Oregon State baseball team. They cruise home with a 12-2 victory over Mississippi State. It'll be the Beavers in Mississippi State to battle it out tomorrow for Bracket 1 supremacy and a move into next week's championship series.
That's the thing I'm most proud about is the edge you guys are playing with. Remember, we only get to do this a few more days together. So I'm kind of just like Nate said, man. Don't lose sight of the fact that this is special.
Hi again, everybody, from TD Ameritrade Park in lower downtown Omaha, Nebraska. This is Mike Parker welcoming you to the 2018 NCAA Men's College World Series and today's Bracket 1 championship game between the Oregon State Beavers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Some 297 teams set out on their various journeys 4 months ago.
The character will always rise to the top. We talk about that every single day. We talked about, your habits become your character and your character becomes your destiny. And our destiny this year was to be national championships. And if you put that in reverse, their character was monumental and their habits created their character. And so it doesn't come without work. It doesn't come without players. You can go out there and have great character and great will and great effort. and not have as good of players in a particular year that you want that can get you to where you want. So it's always the desire to become the best team you can become.
But the Beavers have recovered to defeat Washington 14-5 on Monday, rallied to beat Carolina 11-6 on Wednesday, and yesterday afternoon routed Mississippi State 12-2 to stave off elimination and set up this evening's winner-take-all bracket finale.
Strike three, 93, and a real good start for both pitchers. Kevin ripped back up the middle, and that is RBI number 80 for Adley Rutschman. He jumped on a high fastball, and the Beavers break through first. Grettler on a line into center. It drops in front of Mangum, and Larnach comes around to score. Clutch two-out hit from Michael Grettler, and it's 2-0 Oregon State. This ball is right center, and it's tagged. McNamee going back. He's not going to get it. And it's gone! A 3-run home run for Tyler Malone. RBI's 30, 31, and 32. His 8th homer of the year. It's 5-0 Beavers. And Mangum looks for his first hit. He's going to get it. Serves one into left field. Rounding second and going hard to third as the cutoff is made. Throw to second. Out at second base.
Do that there. Can't.
To short. This should do it. Tough time getting out of the glove. But Oregon State wins it. And now they can go finish the business.
Now time for that unfinished business that you guys had talked about. What does it mean that now you have a chance to compete in these finals?
Yeah, I mean, this is what we worked all offseason long for. You know, this has been our goal. We're going to take it one game at a time. We're not finished yet, but we're definitely in a good position right now.
You'll have to take on Arkansas. What's your impressions of them from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. They hit the ball, they pitch really well. You know, we're going to get into more scouting reports probably tomorrow, but yeah, it's going to be a great series.
Pat, your club has faced some very difficult circumstances this year. Historically, I remember 2006 like it was yesterday. A tough loss in Game 1. The guys regrouped, fell behind 5-0 and came back and won a national championship. The 5-0 part of it aside, you don't want to see that again and have to do that necessarily. But I think this club has a lot of things that remind me of the talent and the grit of 06, and it's still possible.
Well, of course it's possible. You know, we're playing Arkansas, who's the best club we've played all year long, and we're playing for a national championship. So, two best teams in the country are playing one another, in my opinion, and you know, that's the way it should be.
1-1, Bonfield. This one is to shallow left again. Is anybody going to get to this? No, it drops. And here comes Martin. And he is safe at home. We're tied at 2. Into left field, and Carson Shaddy delivers the go-ahead run. Kirstad touches home.
Matt Cronin is 1 out away from giving Arkansas their first ever national title.
Popped up. Maybe playable. Shaddy's over there. So's Gates. Tough play. Nobody gets it. Wow. An extra life for Caden Grenier. 3 guys had a chance at it. Cole, Shaddy, and Gates. Oregon State given another lifeline.
You got Trevor Larnach on deck. Been a difference maker this entire College World Series offensively.
Hit and through, and we are tied. Caden Grenier delivers. Oregon State is alive and well. And the pop-up that Arkansas couldn't catch leads us to this. What a performance by Caden Grenier. 3rd hit of the night.
About 36 pitches so far tonight. 35 of them have been heaters. You live and die with your pitch, and that's been his pitch so far. You give another life to a player that got picked 37th overall in Grenier.
Larnach's 18 homers leads the team. Gets one to hit, drives it to right. This one is deep. This one is gone. Trevor Larnach's 19th. And Oregon State roars to the top. Here in the 9th, they now lead it 5-3. What a comeback. They were down to their last strike. And Larnach dugout. What a comeback.
Fastball misses location. Cronin definitely fatigued. We see it in velocity. Now we're seeing it in location. And what a swing. The first rounder again coming through big time. Clears his hands. Oh my.
The lineup just doesn't stop. The lineup does not stop. And for Larnach right there, it's a fastball inner half. Before that pitch, Matt Cronin had given up 2 home runs this entire season. The third home run has given Oregon State the lead.
Strike one pitch, grounded to Mulholland. He goes to Madrigal for one, to first, double play, and will play for the national championship tomorrow night. The Beavers rally for 3 in the top of the ninth. Mulholland comes in. A 1-4-3 double play to end it. A rally for the ages in Omaha. The Beavers 5, Arkansas 3. We'll see you tomorrow night for the national championship in Omaha, Nebraska. Jimmy, that's one of the great games I think I've ever had the pleasure of watching.
How are you guys going to get this done? And I said, character. Watch it. That's what I said. Character. And your character rose to the top, man. Hell of a job. Hell of a job.
This is Mike Parker welcoming you to the final game of the 2018 college baseball season. And it's between the Oregon State Beavers and the Arkansas Razorbacks, with nothing less than the national championship going to the winner of tonight's ball game. Afternoon heading into early evening is predicated on one of the more dramatic finishes ever in the College World Series. But the Beavers, in their come-from-behind win, Big Jim Wilson, have put themselves in a position to bring home the program's 3rd national championship. And in Wrapped Beaver Nation, which got a near lifetime of baseball thrills, will be leaning in on every pitch via the radio, television. However, the fans back home take it all in. Jim, it's tonight's the thing. The ball game, the championship gets settled here in
One question is, how does he bounce back? 23 pitches yesterday, almost 100 pitches 4 days ago. Able maybe 3 or 4 innings for Oregon State, but when it's right, it's very good.
A little bit more. Not worry about striking everybody out. He'll pick up a strikeout there, though, as Martin is retired. Become a tremendous hitter. On the ground to third, and underneath the glove of the dive of Casey Martin. Wes Johnson saunters out. Talk to Isaiah Campbell. Grendler, fair ball, long throw, off the line, and another run comes in. 88-mile-an-hour fastball in there for strikeout number 2. 1-2. He's gone. That's a changeup, and that had some terrific movement on it. Chases a hot fastball, and Heston Kjerstad is struck out.
Pat Casey, I mean, they just keep rolling him in.
Rutschman keeps rolling him in, too. His 101st hit, picks up another RBI at the College World Series. 3-0. Boy, has he been a difference maker.
Are you okay to keep going? Be honest with me. Abel said, yes, absolutely. Very quick conversation. Then, yes, he said, we've been able to throw that breaking ball for a strike more often.
Chases another one, 16 in a row, and another strikeout now, number 8.
Well, I'd say he still feels okay, Eddie.
Way to Zach Taylor. And he hits it into right, brings in the 5th run. And a big security blanket for Kevin Abel, Pat Casey, and the Beavers. Beavers are ready. I think he's just got his arms around him and says, you take me to a dog pile.
He'll figure it out.
And for the 3rd time in the modern era, it is my joy and honor to say the Beavers are the national champions. And the only dog pile of the year taking place behind the mound, the Beavers 5, Arkansas nothing. The 3rd national championship in the Pat Casey era, and it's a complete game, 2-hit shutout for the freshman Kevin Abel, who wins 4 games. The Beavers go the 20-06 route, 6 elimination games. It's happened twice in College World Series history, and it's the Beavers who've done it twice. A complete game, 2-hit, 10 strikeout shutout for Kevin Abel. And once again,
Pat Casey and the Oregon State Beavers are the national champions. Jim, it is something special. I don't even know what to say about Abel's performance, about the Beavers' character and resiliency to get to this point and win the title and dominate this game.
Thank you, Beaver Nation, for everything that you guys do. You guys are awesome. I want to thank my mom and dad for everything that they've done for me and my family. I love you guys so much, and this is just unbelievable.
Well, first I just want to start by saying it all starts with Coach Casey and the staff. You know, as soon as we get on campus, they really enforce the mentality that you need to win a national championship. They enforce it every single day. And when we went through adversity, injuries, losses, just kept saying the same thing. And we kept developing, we kept getting better, kept winning, and you know, we finally finished the job.
The guys in the Oregon State locker room allowed myself and our coaching staff to push them to the limit many, many times, create an expectation that their successes would go beyond the baseball field and they go on in life, and they create a brotherhood and a love for one another that wouldn't be broke. And you know, they say that wise men plant trees that the shade they'll never see. And so these guys leave a legacy for the next guys that come in. And I told them today, I said, this is the last time we will ever put this uniform on together as a team. So when you hang it up, you make sure the guy that wears that number next time knows who you are. Love these guys.